We're here at Sheer Talent in Fresno, California. I have to admit, we've never won in Fresno. But you know what? Fresno is not going to get the best of us.
All kinds of crap happens here at Fresno.
Yes.
This is the one where Abby took her shirt off. She was a little overheated.
Don't you dare getting my stuff. I've been doing this for how many years? I am leaving.
Okay, ready?
You're standing on a pigeon-toed foot when you do that. Turn your supporting foot out. Ah! Did you see her foot? Go.
Miss Abby, I had a question. We talked last night a little bit about with them doing so many tricks with acro.
Gotta turn your feet out.
I'm not a dancer, I'm a softball player.
So maybe Macy should go play softball.
Well, she can. She's a rock star there, too.
Oh, then maybe she should be on the field right now.
She's your duet partner. Why would you want her on the field right now?
Because I think there's another duet partner that we'd rather have.
You just stood there in front of the kids and said, I would rather have a different duet partner. That's pretty low.
They have been against me since I walked in here.
You will stab anybody in the back, including Abby. What was the little comment that you said the other day about her being incarcerated and you laughed about it? You mocked her. You mocked her in front of everybody. You laughed about it.
I did not laugh about it.
Abby, it's Fresno. Isn't this what she does in Fresno?
Abby, Miss Abby, don't go. Are you completely leaving? Like,
Are you going to the audience or are you leaving?
I think that we all know it's a sore subject to touch, and why you would bring it up when we're sitting in there ready for our kids to go on is beyond me.
After the mom's little scene in the dressing room, I decided to pull the number.
Happening? Okay, just scratch.
I really don't know what the moms are trying to do. Hurt my feelings all over me? I don't know. But I guarantee you, the moms are in for a rude awakening.
Did you try and pull the routine?
Back off, bitch.
Don't call me a bitch. That's like...
I am. You're just a joke. You're a joke.
I'm not a joke.
You're
If you're
the biggest joke
insecure,
this
that's your
century.
problem. If you have insecurity problems, you don't take it out on me or my kid.
Thank you, guys.
Why
for
are you
the
trying to
scissors.
pull their duet? I got the finger, too.
You know what?
Classy.
You're disgusting.
How am I disgusting? I'm not disgusting. Are you insecure? Is that why you have issues? Do you come after me with fingers and call me a bitch?
I'm not insecure.
You called me a bitch in front of my daughter. That's ridiculous.
She needs to know what she's living with.
You know what happened? Yeah, what happened?
I think Abby scratched the little kids from competing.
You know, Yolanda's always about timing. Well, her timing was really bad today. She was trying to throw Jamie under the bus.
How do you think that I could predict that that's what she was going to do?
Use a brain and know that
I have a brain.
that word would not have ever been okay with Abby.
Judge a character that's probably not the kind of person that Abby wants to work with.
And what's your judge of character? Because she doesn't really care for you either.
Stacy! Stay back. You have to take smaller steps. Turn those feet out! Well, I wanted a prop, so I asked Melissa to make the prop because Mackenzie uses the prop. I wanted it to look like the plastic box the doll comes in. Work it, Mackenzie, bigger! The competition is tomorrow. We are leaving tomorrow, and I'm still fixing choreography. This is ridiculous. These kids need to learn these numbers and know it perfectly. Why is Brooke upstairs? She was supposed to get a drink and come back in. Good. Go to the football game and let me call Peyton to get here. Stop writing all over your hand. It's tacky.
Oh, she made her cry. She's a bitch.
We're in the final rehearsal the night before we leave, and Brooke just starts to cry. She looks like a 6-year-old. Whether it takes 2 hours or 4 hours, I don't care. If you're part of this team, you're staying until the routine is clean.
I can't for the life of me think of why my kids come to this studio and why I bring them here. Paige has been yelled at since the second I walked in the door, and now my other daughter's getting yelled at because she has writing on her hand. Why do I come here? She's thinking, this is why I want to quit dance.
Everybody's dismissed. Brooke, get over here. Brooke. She's leaving?
Yes.
She didn't try her costume on.
Well, she was supposed to be done at 6:30. We're over what time we were, like, rehearsal was, so.
And then Kelly goes, but your rehearsal's running late. Abby, you're wrong. You're the oldest one in the group. You're the role model, and I don't need 5 other kids crying. Yes?
Why are you yelling at her about her hand, though?
Yeah.
Yelling about that? You know what, Abby? She's a teenager. She has writing on her hand. I mean, whose place is it of yours to tell her what she's allowed to do?
No one's, and it's not my place to tell your kids to get their feet off the furniture either. So I'm not gonna do it anymore.
Well, don't.
Right, you
I
teach
never
them at
asked you
home.
to.
Teach them at
and they're
home.
fine.
Kelly's not teaching her kids to act like responsible young adults. Everyone's replaceable.
Go.
Chloe, your feet on the floor. They shouldn't fly up in the air like that. Don't just sit there and slouch. That ticks me off.
So far right now, Kendall is leading the pack with 6. Chloe and Nia are tied at 4, and there have been 7 Maddie praises. Only 1 Mackenzie.
Nia, I'm not gonna get on your case. It is not worth my energy. You are not worth my energy.
That is so wrong.
She said how many in less than 5 minutes?
You know why you're getting that reaction? Because we've never added them up.
You see them in black and white, you're like, this is ridiculous.
All you have to do is look down in that room, and it's written all over those girls' faces. I mean, they're trapped in a windowless room with a hungry beast who does nothing but scream at them all day, while she praises 1.
But when you actually sit down and you count it, and you're like, one is enough is enough.
Can I lay that there, Paul?
I'll move my fingers.
Okay.
The circus is in town.
Oh, the circus is here. And look,
Look what we did.
Oh my God, why don't you guys be a little indiscreet about that?
we need the tallies. We've been telling Abby for years the inequities of how she treats Maddie and how she treats the other girls. So we decided to keep track of exactly how many times she compares the kids to Maddie or says something inappropriate that's not constructive criticism.
Nia had 6.
5, 6. Yesterday, we kept a tally on Christy's phone, and today, we're gonna put it in writing.
Why is it Maddie on there?
Because she didn't have any
She had
tallies.
8 praises.
I thought she had a negative. No.
Once again, the moms are singling Maddie out. Her name's not even on the board, and I really don't think it's appropriate for the girls to see us putting little tick marks by their names.
Okay, I'm putting this down, so as soon as
So right now we have
the
a tie
games
for second.
proceed, if your child gets one, you come up, and you
Okay.
mark her off.
Sounds good.
And Melissa, in the meantime, if Maddie starts getting
We can add her
negative
name.
remarks, we'll put her on, and she'll be ready to go.
And then we'll
Really
all
loud.
ice skate home.
If you play with fire, gonna get burned.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
35 half a life. It's a miracle.
I just watched you. You were completely turned in on your foot, pigeon-toed. This kid is pigeon-toed, I'm telling you. And her mother never got her corrective shoes. And they didn't break those ankles and turn them out.
Okay, Melissa, give her a tick.
For years, the moms have talked about the unfair treatment Abby displays towards the girls. So we have a whiteboard. Every mark on the board indicates and reflects something negative Abby has said or done towards our girls. And there's no hiding from these numbers. There's no hiding from the truth.
It is not funny. If you don't do this and we don't win, it's gonna be your fault.
Tick, tick.
1, 2, 3, 4. No! Kendra, you need to be behind Chloe a little bit more. You just kind of stood there like, I don't want to space cadet because that could be taken as derogatory, but you stood there doing absolutely nothing for 2 counts. Drop your head. That's the 10th time today. Broadway Baby, my dog, could have figured that out faster.
I don't have to keep standing up and down, up and down.
Get your head out of your butt and wake up. Straighten the back of the knee on the arabesque. I'm not gonna say her name, but the kid over there in the orange two-piece coral, she needs to move out.
That's a tick just for diminishing her and not using her name.
Oh, it is? That whiteboard has become a huge distraction for everyone. The girls keep staring at it. I'm trying to prepare these girls for a competition against the Wicked Witch of the West. Why do they want to distract their daughters from learning? All right, so I see 11 marks over there for Kendall.
Those are inequities in how the kids are being treated. It was all compared to Maddie.
Right.
Maddie's not perfect. I mean,
I know that.
We know that. That's the point. They all had their feet up in the air. Maddie's foot was sickled in. Chloe's and Nia's was not. You have to elevate her to make her look that much better by dragging the other kids down. No, I'm not.
Vehemently jealous of Maddie. It's sickening.
That is your behavior that has been documented.
Well, this is my teaching method.
And your teaching method is flawed, as we have seen.
This has
There's
nothing to do with
one child who is missing out on the full Abby Lee experience.
All of the girls at the Abby Lee Dance Company get the same exact training. They all have the opportunity to blow my socks off, but they don't. Some of them stand there and yawn in my face, but some kids shine. They make the choreography look better than you ever imagined it looking. Which kid's yours? That is the ugliest board. Why would you bring the board and have it be a distraction to the kids again in the dressing room? When will you ever learn? Leave the dancing and the teaching up to me, and I'll leave the bitching and complaining up to you guys.
These ticks aren't about corrections. It's not about corrections. It's about
my teaching style.
It's about humiliating them. Like you said,
to the point of improvement.
No, but that's not right. When you looked at Maddie and said, "Oh, your posture's getting bad because you're hanging out with Kendall like her over there."
It's Kendall's fault that Maddie's posture was bad.
But wouldn't that make Kendall go like this?
No, it's not.
She just laid there and looked at
Abby.
It has nothing to do with posture.
Do you see why I didn't bring that up?
Yeah.
That's what those ticks represent. How many times you said things that we found disrespectful or humiliating to the kids.
And I had this wonderful plan for Nia next week. She was gonna do a Maya Angelou piece, and now it's like, you know what, Holly?
If that's your retaliation,
Go
you know
worry
what,
about
Abby?
those big flat feet somewhere else. I could care less.
What kind of 40-something-year-old woman has to retaliate against
me?
You act like a baby.
All me.
That is a baby right there.
You want me to make your child better, but yet you want to hold me accountable for my teaching methods.
When they cross the
Nobody
line,
would know Nia's name if it wasn't for me. You think people would grab their program and say, ooh, Nia Frazier's on next? Woohoo!
You know what's so sad about this is that you're a grown woman taking out on a little kid.
I'm not taking anything out on a little kid, and Nia is 12. She can have kids. She can get married in some countries.
I'm bored of this conversation, and you're ugly. What you say is absolutely ugly.
That's
and
the
you're
truth.
a nasty woman.
Get real. Your kid's growing up.
You've crossed the line.
Abby is so totally out of line. I will not sit here and pretend that I support that woman. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk down the hall because that's the woman I support.
We stand behind you 110%.
I don't know why she would have said
She
that.
just go, but it's that and it's everything.
No,
Builds up to
no.
it. That's how she is.
I'm not talking about anything
Good.
unless
No.
those cameras are out on my face.
Abby can't have a conversation. She can't do it. She gets all ugly. She can't handle the truth. She diverts the conversation. It's ridiculous. I feel really badly for Holly. I could hardly sit there and listen to that because I feel her pain. But it's everything that built up to. It's not just that. That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
I think we have to go get the girls and then go back into the room to get them ready for group dance.
We're sorry it got to that.
We are sorry.
I mean, I can hardly stand there and watch that.
It's
You know what?
vile.
Yeah, it's fine.
What she did was
But
vile.
good for you.
And you know what? She can't fight you, Holly, so what does she do?
She hits below the belt. The girls have to get ready for the group dance. I am not going to stoop to Abby's level and get sidetracked.
I only did the front. I couldn't do the back.
I am beyond mad. I am beyond angry. I am downright finished with these women. You know what? I'm gonna go. Nobody is gonna talk to me that way ever again in my life. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with the group routine. Something tells me the moms aren't gonna like it.
Outrageous.
I'm not sure where Abby is, girls. 5 of you, I want you to go on stage and own it. I don't know what nationals will hold for this group, so treat today as if this is your nationals.
Gentlemen, the group number playing with matches has been withdrawn. I repeat, the group number playing with matches has been withdrawn and will not dance.
What happened? That's yours. What?
Girls, come here. The reason the group dance was pulled has nothing to do with you. It's how your mothers treated Abby in that dressing room. I don't know what it was, and you guys don't know what it was, but that was the reason, okay?
Because your mother's behavior. You know how it is when one gets punished, everybody gets punished, and I have to put my foot down, okay? All right, go back. After the mom's little scene in the dressing room, I decided to pull the number. The kids worked hard, but they're not gonna get a prize. They're not gonna get the glory because their mothers took that away from them.
Abby, why did you pull the number? See what I mean? You get the back of the head. You get the back of the head.
I want to make something perfectly clear. Pulling the number had nothing to do with Kathy and those rotten apples being there. This was about respect. And this was about me being in control.
She's a coward because she cannot take responsibility and be accountable for her actions.
She was afraid that she was going to get beat.
Yep.
So it's okay for us to get beat as long as she's the one orchestrating it.
She's sabotaging our kids.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Highest score, solo duet trios.
Instead of Abby being responsible for her own actions, she blamed the mothers. Our girls deserve the right to compete. They've trained all week, and you deny them the opportunity to possibly have a win against the Candy Apples is absolutely wrong.
I'm not sure about nationals. I do know one thing. I'm not gonna go all the way out of town, on a plane, stay in a hotel, and go to all that trouble and have happen what happened in this dressing room earlier. It's quite obvious with your visual display that you have a problem with my teaching methods. I didn't sign up for you. You signed up to take class at my studio, and you did it every year, and you knew darn well what you were signing up for. The screaming and the yelling and all the nonsense, that's what Kathy does.
But what some of the things that you said were disrespectful
to you, to your standards.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Abby, you could never lower yourself to my standards because you're already beneath my standards are high. My standards are much higher.
You know what? I'm not getting into this. This is my time. We're on my clock right now.
Rather than be a grown woman, look at the observables of your behavior and think about that and reflect.
Okay, so I'm gonna think on what happened today. I'm gonna reflect, and I'm gonna tell you that Nia and her Maya Angelou tribute are benched.
As a great reflection of the character that you are. There comes a point that's a defining moment, like, you know what, it's not worth it. This is not the right environment for me or for my kid. Walk out the door.
I am walking out the door because I'm off the
bored
clock.
with the conversation as it is. Straighten your knees and point your feet. And get some class.
All right.
We're missing case.
Have this.
Whenever we go to competitions, it's a whirlwind of hair, makeup, mayhem. Who's gonna get the best spot? Whose hair is gonna get done first? Who's gonna look the best? It is beyond crazy.
Enough. Let me see. Oh my goodness.
Hey, how we doing, guys?
Good.
I hate this last minute crap, ladies. Okay, where are the hats? Can I see the hats?
Looks nice.
Yeah, no, they look great.
Christy did.
Okay. Listen, get them in hair and makeup and get ready to go.
Okay, tell me what you want to do and I'll do it.
The fact that the hats weren't done an hour before we were going on stage is very typical. We are always stoning costumes 5 minutes before we go on, or doing the hats. Everything is always last minute.
Same thing. It's over and over. Every time we compete, I told you about the nails. I don't care if you have fake nails, but the nail polish, the white draws attention to your hands, and everybody doesn't have it. girls?
I told her I wasn't taking it off.
So why?
Because I just paid to have them done.
But you,
it's a French. It's not like she has pink, purple nail
I don't
polish
think this
on.
is where we're supposed to be going. I think I was supposed to be talking about the group and
whatever.
our dance.
But
it's
you
not
brought it up.
whatever. It's not
You
whatever.
brought it up.
Right. You need to listen to me.
Well, then you can give me the $20 to take them off of her nails and off of her sister's nails.
Can you hand me my purse? Give me $20.
Hey, do you want to get a drink?
Let's sit down and have a drink. Nobody will know where we are. We're missing in action. If she screams at those kids one more time, I'm gonna lose it.
So we're taking the kids ice skating today, something fun for the kids. I don't think this is the best thing to do before a dance competition because Abby's gonna freak out if she finds out.
Here. Here's a 2. Who's a 2?
That's Maddie. Maddie, put your skates on. I am your mother. Put your skates on.
Do you know what this is about, Maddie? It's about fun. Have fun. Stop crying.
Maddie didn't want to ice skate because she needs to be the best at everything she does. And clearly, she's not an Olympic gold medalist in figure skating, so she didn't want to skate.
Asia, why aren't you going? Why?
Okay, she's not allowed to.
Why?
Because she can't be hurt. Well, nobody can be hurt. Well, I know. She's not going to do it. She knows why.
Well, it's up to you. You let your kids skate if they want to.
I don't have to skate around. Can I just put shoes on and stand?
I'm not playing their game. I'm not playing their game. You're not skating.
Asia, why can't you skate? Christy, what size?
Asia, you know why you can't skate.
She was an ice skater, for God's sake. I don't know why it's so important for Christy to tell us that Asia never cries. Here's some tears now for Asia. I thought she didn't cry.
Yeah, we have to hold hands. Oh, I'm not holding your hand. Are you gonna pull me down?
Come on, I'll hold your hand, Maddie.
Look, you gotta pull
I can turn like you.
You turn.
Are you staying on the wall the whole time?
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Stand up. Come on. Hey,
Sorry, Your Highness.
Oh, right into the wall.
Asia, we're gonna start with her, and you all are gonna do 100 push-ups. She doesn't have to do the 100 push-ups because she didn't ice skate. You were selfish, you were naive, and you put this entire group in jeopardy. I found out the girls went ice skating. The Abby Lee Dance Company contract is very specific. No ice skating. These are things that protect your child, as well as the group and the choreography and all the money that's gone into doing a competition. You know, when somebody gets hurt, everybody else has to pay for it. Asia has an amazing solo this week. It's called The Robot. And it's gonna be hard to keep her a little stiff, but we're gonna try.
Oh, look, all the girls are doing push-ups and Asia's running her solo. What's that about? Did the kids have a really good time?
Yes, and that's
They
all
did.
that matters.
That's
Sometimes they have to just be kids. Like,
enjoy their
for
childhood.
God's sakes. Abby's sitting here making these kids do push-ups because they went ice skating. Abby, what did you do while the kids were ice skating? Did you maybe go for dinner? Maybe you should be doing the sit-ups and the push-ups.
I still stand. Asia knows, and she's not going to ice skate 2 days before competition because you can't be 100% sure an accident won't happen on the ice.
That's not what you said yesterday.
Well, I'm telling you now. After thinking about it, we have 2 days out for a show. You want to just take that chance? I don't as a mother. My daughter's a dancer.
Why
no,
are
I
you
got
getting
this.
all bent out of shape? Nobody's asked you.
Christy, look
Yes,
at me when
I'm
you talk.
speaking.
Look at me when you talk.
Excuse me.
Like, look at me when you
Excuse
talk.
me.
Excuse
I
me.
don't want to look at you when
Look
I
at me
talk.
Well, then don't talk to me.
Well, then don't talk to us. Nobody asked you.
I'm answering a question. So
Nobody
don't
asked you a question.
Yes, you did. You just asked me a question.
You need to settle yourself
No,
down.
I don't.
You need to
Because guess
settle
what?
yourself
You look
down.
at me like you talk to me. Don't look at your phone. Look at me. Because I'm answering.
tell me what to
I'm
do.
telling you what you do.
It's important that if someone's going to talk to me and ask me a question, is that they look me in the eye, not ask me a question and look away and then make faces. It's disrespectful, and you're not going to do it when you're talking to me.
I'm sorry that you guys are miserable. I'm sorry you guys are miserable.
Our kids are happy.
Then
They had
look
a
at
great
me
time.
when you talk to me.
What
If you're going to
child?
ask me a
want
question.
to look at you when I
okay?
talk to you.
You guys are so caught up on, oh my God, complaining
No,
about
I'm
every little that happens.
Mary, I don't know why you're getting so emotional about
Because
this.
Christy
we're just
and
talking
Jill
about ice
bring it
skating.
up, and then Christy's over there standing there making faces like, oh my God, I can't believe she's saying that. Oh my God. But then you can't look me in the eye and
I'm
then
looking
tell
you in
me.
the eye, bitch.
Bitch, let's go. Let's go.
I'm not that way.
Exactly. So don't call me a bitch
I'm
if you
not
can't
that
back
way.
it up.
Settle
no,
yourself
I don't.
down.
Do not call me a bitch if you can't back it up.
I can back it up, but I don't fight like
okay,
that.
then don't use those words towards me.
I think Christy is gonna knock the other Christy out. And I'm just like, stay away, I don't fight. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Watch your tongue.
You need
Watch your tongue.
Get your finger
I'm telling
away
you,
from me.
Watch your tongue. You call
What
me
are
a
you-
bitch
what are you
one
gonna
more
hit me?
time, watch your tongue.
What are you gonna hit me?
Watch your tongue.
Are you gonna hit me?
Watch your tongue.
You don't tell me what to do. What are you gonna hit me?
Watch your tongue.
No, I love her. I hope she slaps her in the face.
Why am I the one in trouble when this is going like this? Why are you so violent?
I'm not violent.
You
You just don't know how to handle me. That's why.
Christy Ray is a time bomb. I have no idea what Christy has in mind when she jumps out of her chair and gets in Christy's face.
Save it. Save it, Christy. Save it.
You save it.
Save it. Save it. Okay?
You save it.
Save it.
I'm not looking away now, am I?
Good. Now I've taught you a lesson.
You taught me how I don't want to behave.
Save it.
Sorry.
Maybe once they put the costumes on, they will be able to have more fun with it and get into the character. Sometimes you need the costume.
Look, I love that. Opening up a little package is like Christmas.
Sarah, you don't have a costume. We're trying to get another one made. You weren't supposed to be in the group. It was just the original 5. And I kept you, and that's the problem.
This is not right.
All right, call your moms. Get them down here. Come on, let's go, let's go.
These are gorgeous.
You like them?
Love them.
All right, Abby, what are we doing about her costume?
You need to pray to the UPS God or pray to the FedEx God, whatever. I know you don't
pray
believe
to
in
any
all those other
God
gods.
but the God, so
Well,
we
then,
don't have to pray.
He better FedEx that costume here fast.
Abby, there better be a costume. She better be in the number. That's all I have to say. It's not fair, Abby.
Life is not fair.
Obviously, in the Abby Lee Dance Company, it's not fair.
But let's get the story straight. Sarah is not in the junior elite competition team. So when I ordered the costumes, I didn't have one made for her. So lo and behold, I'm able to get her one. It should get here. And if it doesn't, she'll go away with us. She'll go to the competition. She'll live. She'll learn. That itself is an education. It's the world according to Abby. It's
Unfortunately, Abby, you're not God, so it's not the world according to Abby.
Well, in this studio, guess what?
Guess what? You know what my thoughts are on that? I think this studio needs revamped, and I think the garbage needs to be taken out, and I think that starts with you.
Okay, Sarah, you're finished. Goodbye. I am not gonna put up with any parent coming in here, calling me a name. It's never the kid's fault, but somehow the kid always ends up paying for the parent's mistakes.
I have to tell you what Jackie told us about him.
Okay, you know what?
Okay.
I gotta tell you something about Jackie first.
Okay.
I just want you all to know that I am the reason she is not here. I sent her away.
I'm just saying, to leave abruptly like that's not very professional or reliable. And we left. We didn't really leave. We were just in your parking lot, and you have given us.
You left. These moms always accuse me of using their daughters as pawns in this game of competition. But you know what? They should have had their daughters in the studio while they were out in the parking lot waging a war against me. Nia can go by herself. That's fine.
Yeah, but you know, when I sent her by herself last season, you grilled me to no end, and I was not only finished, but done. Well done.
I think she's immature, and I think she needs to grow up a little bit.
You didn't walk in her shoes when she couldn't walk, and she was in a wheelchair.
Are we on this feet thing again?
We are, because that's who she is.
I understand
And she doesn't
that.
use that to define her. She doesn't use it as a crutch, but every now and then she does have pain, which is real.
But there's no injury.
It's real.
I'm about this far from pulling the duet.
No, she needs to do the duet to prove to you that she's capable of dancing, and dancing well through pain.
I know, but your mouth is ugly, woman.
You are a monstrosity of evil. You want to talk about ugliness.
You're done. You're done. No duet.
Whatever.
I'm a monstrosity of evil?
Yes, you
I'll show
are.
you evil.
That's your name and reputation. Being
I
unprofessional.
know. Evil monstrosity. I got it. I have to do something to keep these moms in line. Last week, Christy flipped out, and now Holly's acting up. If there aren't consequences for their horrible behavior, they're just gonna keep doing it.
3 years ago, I didn't know if my kid could walk again, let alone dance again. And she's making fun of it, making a mockery of that. That's wrong. But you know what? Nia has survived much worse than this. And this would just reflect on how mean-spirited that woman is. Because that's why I'm here to defend my kid when she acts like a fool.
Wow. Abby and Holly got into an argument, and Abby said she's pulling the duet.
But I was ready to do. No. And that's what I told her. I was like, Nia's ready to dance. Like, she's ready to prove to you that she is fine and she can dance, and this is why she is walking and doing what she's doing.
I need to talk to Abby and convince her to let these girls dance. I'm not gonna let my daughter be punished for something she didn't do. It's just not fair.
Okay. All right, we're all set. Duet's pulled. Kendall is on shortly.
Do we really have to pull the duet?
It's done. It's already finished.
But can't I do it?
No, your mother was rude to me. I'm sorry. It's done. I pulled it. It's over. I am not gonna be spoken to that way. Not by a man downstairs from Kathy and not by you. Abby giveth, Abby taketh away. Nobody is gonna speak to me that way. I didn't put up with it from Christy. Tell her to keep it up and you'll be suspended.
Abby, I am asking you in a very professional, motherly way to give Nia back that solo.
No.
She has earned it,
Right,
Abby.
and you screwed it up.
I did not screw it up.
Yes, you did.
Paige would like to dance.
I understand, Paige. Sorry, you're a victim of the circumstances. You're not doing the duet.
But you are evil. That's why I called you evil.
Okay, come on. Kendall, you ready for evil? Let's go. Girls, come on, I want you to start waking up and let's get your stuff together. But I want to see your costumes. Are they all finished?
We did them all in the studio before we left.
They're done?
Yes.
They're finished?
Yes, they're finished.
Okay, and what about your solo costume?
We don't have it.
What do you mean you don't have it?
I assumed you all had it.
You left it at the studio? The one she's dancing in? You're telling me you didn't grab it?
No, I didn't know I was taking that whole thing. That's your costume.
Fallon, that's your solo costume. You're doing a solo for the Abby Lee Dance Company. You should have grabbed that costume. If your mother didn't have it together enough to grab it, you should have said, wait, Mom, where's my costume? Cheryl, I don't know where your dance mom training came from, but it's certainly not in keeping with the ALDC.
Okay, so Cheryl, what are your plans for a costume? She can choose what she wants or she doesn't let her dance.
But before you got on the bus, wouldn't you have said, do we have lashes, do you have makeup, do you have your costume? Or should I bring her back up? Yeah. But it seems like we're always kind of playing catch up here because we're just thinking that you would know some of those things.
Good morning, Abby.
Fallon, I need to look at these dresses on you. I spent my entire morning looking for dresses for Fallon to wear as a costume because her mother left it sitting at the dance studio. I mean, come on, lady. I am sick and tired of babysitting you. I feel like we're dealing with some little orphan here. You're doing her makeup. I did the whole costume thing. Somebody loaned you trunks. I mean, this is a charity case?
I've tried the best that I can. If there's
I know,
a
but
set
your
of
daughter's
rules.
11 years old. She's been dancing since she was 3. 8 years of clues, lady.
She has not been dancing since she's 3. She started when she was 8.
All right, well, that's your first failure.
All right, up next in the junior solo division, we have entry number 17.
This is Fallon's opportunity to make an impression. I want to see how she handles the spotlight and also how she handles the pressure.
This is Fallon with Voices in My Head.
She forgot it. She forgot it. Yep, she forgot it.
It's okay. She'll be all right.
Excuse me. kid auditioned for me. She just forgot the whole dance, and she's making all this crap up as she goes along. So, disqualify her.
We can't disqualify her for that reason.
Abby's gonna yell at you, but listen to me. You know and I know, because we've seen them. I know you knew it, and it's okay.
Oh, hey.
You okay?
Oh, what happened?
She sliced it. That's why she started improving.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
She started improving. She rolled over and hurt it, and we were wondering what happened. I've never seen her do anything like this since she's been dancing. It happens. It was not her time.
Hey, ladies. Hi there.
Okay, here it comes.
Hey, ladies, I just came in to tell your new little teammate how noble of you to keep dancing. That's what it's all about, doll. It's all about forgetting your dance and keep going. I would never run to the judges' station to try and have you disqualified, which is what Abby did.
Yeah. Okay, you need to go, honey.
She's not one of our students.
Oh, nice. How about that?
She came in, learned her solo in 2 days like we do, and it wasn't great on stage.
Where does it say in the rules that you have to learn your solo in 2 days?
Our kids work their asses off day in, day out.
And our kids don't?
No, they don't.
Leave. It's amazing the things that you guys are fed into your bubble heads.
At least we don't have bubble butts.
Oh, God.
Slam it. I can't believe the audacity of Kathy coming into our dressing room. You know what, Kathy? Mind your own business.
All right, Fallon. I'm very disappointed in you. We worked hard on that routine. You went out there, you forgot your dance. You were just bumbling around on the stage. I don't really need your side of the story. I don't really care what happened because the judges and the audience all think that you were a little kid who got in way over their head this week and forgot their dance. Don't cry, because you're gonna make me feel bad for yelling at you. All right? You, girl in the front, move over to the right. You shouldn't be center. Move.
Abby won't refer to Chloe by her name. She keeps calling her that girl or her or she. I mean, like, how belittling can you get to not even say someone's name?
I want to teach Chloe, you can't take anything for granted. Because even if you're gone, the show must go on. So Chloe, if you want me to remember your name, then you need to prove it to me. Make me remember.
She just says girl, she doesn't even say my name. And she's being really mean to her. During rehearsal, Miss Abby really isn't acknowledging me and like saying my name, and that kind of really hurts my feelings because I'm still a person.
She's just doing that to hurt you. Don't give her that satisfaction, Chloe. Don't give her the power to upset you. You're my daughter. Like, come on, you got a little bit of me in you. Fuck up.
The group is not where I want it to be. I know it's been a long day, but this number is nowhere near competition ready. Lock the back knee in the lunge. Oh, somebody's foot was flexed. Yo, Blondie, you were gone for a week, not a year.
If Abby doesn't come around and at least give Chloe the common respect of calling her by her given name, you know, I can't say that I'm gonna sit back and just let it happen.
My daughter has a name!
Not anymore in my book,
Oh,
sweetheart.
yes, she does. She has a name, Abby.
So do you.
Yeah.
Starts with a B. On top of the pyramid is Janina. It was a victory for you.
Today you're gonna say that. But on Saturday, you want
The
to take it.
last thing I need is a delusional mother and delusional team members thinking that they should have beaten Brady.
Excuse me. Really? Really?
Absolutely, really. There was definitely a conflict of interest.
If you don't have it in black
It
and white,
hasn't
you shouldn't be
many
saying
times.
anything. If you
So
don't
when
have
I go out, shut up, Joanne.
Absolutely not. No. You're saying all this stuff, but you have no facts. Here's the results. Oh, let's look.
You got the scores?
Get the
Sweetheart, take this home and frame it, because it will never happen again.
Oh, yeah? I will, and I will bring it back to you when it does.
No, it
Yes,
won't.
I
It's
will.
not going to happen. You're not going to beat Brady. Janina, your solo character is Snooki.
Yes, Jersey. Really? She's like, who is that?
And I am sure that your mother can help you with this routine.
When you hear a Snooki dance, it sounds ridiculous, but everyone knows now they know that when they speak up to Abby, look what happens. You get a Snooki solo.
I didn't even know who Snooki was, and I'm from the Jersey Shore.
She mocking me? I mean, I'm not from that part of New Jersey.
Honestly, I know Abby, and I feel like she's giving Giannina another solo out of spite.
So she doesn't win? Like why? What
She didn't think that she should win, and now she gets Snooki.
I need a surefire win at this competition. You can beat Brady, you can beat anybody. You don't need the it dance. You need to be the it dancer that can do any dance.
This is so bad. The whole package of this.
She is not a joke. We don't go to dance competitions to look like funny haha. We're not funny haha competition people.
I think Joanna's being ridiculous. It's like she's coming up with excuses just in case Gia doesn't win. Joanne always has an excuse.
Are you funny haha competition people?
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not funny haha competition people. So if we're doing a competition, then let's compete.
I feel like you're digging yourself your own grave.
Do you guys think I'm gonna do a solo or not? Because
I think you are.
I think you should. I think I am, and I want to. But I don't know if Miss Abby feels the same way. Because, like, I don't like that she's calling my mom, like, obnoxious and things, and, like, I don't want our appearance to come off as Snooki because then we're, like, the complete opposite of her.
But just by the like what you're telling us, I feel like she's going to let you.
I think she's gonna let me too. It just depends on if my mom lets me. I feel like the theme. I love everything. It's just my mom doesn't like the theme. Neither does my dad. They think it's inappropriate and like offensive. I just whatever my mom lets me do and whatever Miss Abby wants me to do. I mean, I'll do it. But like, I don't want to like her. I don't want her to hold it against me that like, of course I did. Like, if I didn't beat Savannah or Sarah, that like you really didn't beat Brady and like I'll never get a solo again. Like we're going back to New Jersey and like my mom didn't invite anybody. It's just like my dad and like my brother coming. Like it's nobody like the first time we went home. Like my whole studio's not gonna be there. But like my family is coming and like it's kind of like not embarrassing, but it's like offensive that she's like telling me that like I got the solo because my mom's just like that, and so am I.
But at the end of the day, you still have to play the character no matter what. You just have to kill it, because Snooki was very over-the-top, dramatic, and sassy, kind of.
Yeah. And like some of Snooki's like traits, I guess you could say. It's like she's outgoing, she's different, she has like a big personality, which like you have, but like some of the other aspects of her, like not me. They're not you. But I think if you like take the solo and like use the good things about her, I think that it would be really good and I think you would do amazing with it because I know you can pull it off. Thanks. I mean, I know myself I can do it, but like, I don't know if my mom's gonna let me do it.
We already talked. Your mother's here. She's in the room on private lesson time.
I want to strip Snooki off Gia and let Gia be Gia. I don't want her to represent Snooki. That's Jersey Shore crap. She can go out there and do this exact dance and rock that without a name attached to it.
She's portraying a character, and she's here
But you named
because
it Snooki.
she wants to be an actress.
But you named it Snooki. But I don't think my kid
Okay,
has...
whoa. You're wasting time. Go. Because I want to get this finished.
I'll talk to you later.
Who is she?
I don't even know what's happening today as far as Gia solo.
What do you mean?
She is not going to go out there and play that character, and I will have that conversation with Abby when she gets here.
I just hope she doesn't give you an ultimatum.
Joanne is out of line.
Snooki was kind of known for her slippers.
Wait, what is that?
These are in now. You know, the kids love this stuff.
Why do we have to put the slippers on and make a mockery of her?
I agree with I shouldn't be doing it, but I also feel like I have to act like I don't agree just so Abby doesn't hate me. It's only been me who's been given dances that like are literally inappropriate and like aren't gonna win. Like, I don't understand why Abby just wants to make fun of me.
I don't understand that. I'm gonna fight with you about slippers.
Yeah, I know, you're stupid.
My kid's not going out wearing slippers, okay? That's not happening.
That's your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Okay. She doesn't dance.
I want you to do the dance too, Gia. Okay? I don't want you in stupid freaking slippers.
I'll do whatever I have to to stay on the team. You're not getting me kicked off. Can I please dance?
No. Absolutely not. If the slipper falls. Ah, shush!
Mom, stop talking.
But I want you to dance.
It's okay.
I just don't want this chaos.
Fine, I think it's ridiculous.
You rest on your laurels from last week, and that's good. Janina, I'm convinced that the audience would have loved you. Just know it's not my fault. It's your mother's fault.
Well, you know, we can agree to disagree. It is your fault.
But we're not going to agree to disagree. You're going to learn to keep your damn mouth shut.
I want her
Simple.
to dance.
I didn't want her to dance with the slippers on and be associated with that
I know,
character.
you want her to do what you want to do. But this is the ALDC, it's not your competition team, it's mine. So shut your mouth.
I respect
I am
that.
sick of hearing from you.
Not when it comes to my kid and her reputation.
Her reputation? She didn't dance.
You know what? Give somebody else a solo that portrays this image.
Oh, I'll give somebody else a solo. You don't have to worry about it.
I really wanted to dance. All I want to do is prove to her that I could do anything.
She was coming at me and you with that solo just to make fun of us. And it's a no-go from me. I'm your mother. So, moving on.
Ladies and gentlemen and judges, we're moving on to our advanced teen jazz solo category. Number 109, Giannina, is a scratch for today.